Well, oh, hello. Let me move this light. See, the problem is you get that reflection. Oh, see that? That light is that reflection. That ruins the whole shot. It's snowing outside, that's why I'm sitting here. We get snow fairly often up here in the hill country. In San Francisco, they have this, museum. That was so uninformative. There's more than one museum in San Francisco. Anyways, there's this one museum, and they had a snowflake, thing. You went in this oval tent and they had this projection that went all around you and talked about snowflakes, and it was fascinating. I don't remember a single thing from that though. So let's find some interesting things about snowflakes. First thing of interest, and this is taken from a website called Mental Floss, by the way, in case you were wondering. I'll link the article below, if I remember. Number one, in no particular order, snowflakes are not the only form of snow.
The difficult thing about snowflakes for a video like this is they're very hard to videotape. I said videotape in sort of an ironic way, like, haha, silly, we don't use videotape anymore. It's not that funny when you think it through.
Snow can also come down as a grapule. A grapple? I don't even know what that is. Or sleet. Sleet should not be confused with hail, though. Just keep that in mind. You don't want to confuse the two. They don't like each other, and they don't want to be, hail doesn't want to be called sleet. Sleet's I definitely don't want to be called hail. I hate hail. All right. The difference, apparently, is that hail, or snow pellets, who the heck calls hail a snow pellet? Anyways, they're ice particles that form in the atmosphere. Sleet, on the other hand, consists of drops of rain that freeze into small translucent balls of ice. Sounds too similar to me. Let's move on.
Well, I do say it's snowing out. Even though it's cliche about the snowflakes and their uniqueness and blah, 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 it's still fascinating. When you really dive into the world of the snowflake, there's some interesting things about them. They are fascinating. Why did I say it like that? They are.
Number two, Syracuse, New York tried to make snow illegal. What? In 1992, it tried a new trick to control white stuff. City's council passed a decree. A decree? Is that still something people do? Do you have to get up in front of a mass of people and say, I hereby decree? Do you have to say that? Anyways, they passed a decree that any more snow before Christmas Eve was illegal. What? Is that real? Was that like a joke? I don't get that. One's kind of lame. This isn't my list. Number three, it's a myth that no two snowflakes are exactly the same. What? No, it's not. Is it? In 1988, a scientist found two identical snow crystals. They came from a storm in Wisconsin. I've always heard that no two snowflakes are the same. That changes how I think of myself. I used to be called a unique little snowflake. No one else was like me. Alright. The largest snowflake might have been Wait a minute. The largest snowflake might have been 15 inches wide? Like they don't know, they're just guessing? That's the same thing that happens when you go into a Ross or a Michael's or a TJ Maxx stores. They always have on the price tag, it says compare this price to $799 and our price sounds pretty good, doesn't it? That's like saying I don't know, my hands are kind of small, but if you compare my hands to a baby's hands, they're very big. What? The largest snowflake might have been 15 inches wide? According to some sources, the largest snowflake ever observed fell during a snowstorm in 1887 at Montana's Fort something. While witnesses said the snowflakes were larger than milk pans, these claims have not been substantiated. Of course not. So far, this list is letting me down. Number 5, snow is translucent, not white. That's kind of interesting. Snow, like the ice particles it's made up of, is actually colorless. It's translucent, which means that light does not pass through it easily, but is rather reflected. It's the light reflected off the snowflake surface. I read that really weird. The snowflake surface that creates. That would be really annoying. That's a pretty good one. That's interesting. Okay. But why white? Says the article. I don't know. That's what you said you were going to answer. The reason we see objects as color is because some wavelengths, that's getting boring. Anyways, snowflakes are translucent. We can leave it at that. Number 6, deep snow can often appear blue. This is because layers of snow can create a filter for the light, causing more red light to be absorbed than blue light. Interesting. Same reason the sky is blue, right? I'm not a scientist. Think about your snowy footprints compared to the surrounding landscape. That's true. Snow can sometimes also appear pink. Yeah, if you make a snow cone out of it. Snow in high alpine areas and the coastal polar region contains freshwater algae that have red pigments that tint the surrounding snow. So yes, it's basically tinted. It's the same thing as like a snow cone. If you add a color to the snow, it changes the color of the snow. That's not that cool.
I love nothing more than the coolness, like in tone, like the bluish tone of an evening snowfall against the warmth of lights inside of a house. That, I just love that. Let's go to the front. It looks a little better.
Okay, number 7. Each winter in the U.S., at least 1 septillion? That's a big number. 1 septillion ice crystals fall from the sky. That's a 1 in 24 zeros. Wow. That's the same number of times my wife has said I'm wrong about something just today.
Watch how far we'll go. Ready?
Yeah. You're crazy.
Number 8, the most snow to fall in a 24-hour period in the United States is 75 inches. Whoa. In 1926, over 6 feet of snow fell in Silver Lake, Colorado. Whoa, that's crazy. Number 9, Colorado also holds the record for the most snow to fall in a single calendar date. Isn't that what you just said? Number 10, snow has never been reported in Key West. I wouldn't expect that it would. There has been snow in LA, though, in San Francisco. That's interesting, huh? That's an extra bonus fact that I just gave you. Number 11, how many are there? Number 11, not every big snowstorm is a blizzard. In order to be classified a blizzard, by the way, this storm that we're having out here, just up the road, like 10 minutes, there is a blizzard warning, which we never get. I don't think we've ever had one. I'm sure we have, but that's kind of cool. In order to be classified a blizzard, a snowstorm must meet a very specific set of qualifications. Okay. Winds must blow at least 35 miles an hour, and that's not as high as I thought it'd be, but that's pretty good, I guess. And the snowfall must reduce visibility to less than a quarter mile for a period of at least 3 hours. Interesting. Other common types of snowstorms include I don't care about other kinds of snowstorms. It is interesting. If you've never driven in the snow, though, snow during the day is okay, but man, at night, with your headlights, I mean, it's almost impossible to see anything if it's snowing really heavy. It's kind of creepy to drive at night in a heavy snowstorm. Number 12, igloos can be more than 100 degrees warmer inside than outside. 100 degrees, that's crazy. And they're warmed entirely by body heat. Since fresh, compacted snow is approximately 90 to 95% trapped air, this means that it can't move. It's a great insulator. Many animals, such as bears, dig deep holes in the snow to hibernate through winter. So interesting.
What do you think of all this, huh? Well, we got some snow here. Ooh, more snow than we've got up here in a very long time.
At number 13, Nova Scotia holds the record for the most snow angels ever made. That's dumb, who cares? North Dakota, number 14, holds the record for the most snow angels made simultaneously. Another snow angel? They were really reaching for anything now. Those two didn't count. Number 15, feeling more devilish? What? No. What does that mean? That's how they started number 15. Feeling more devilish than what? The previous question? I guess. The largest snowball fight, another stupid stat. The largest snowball fight on record took place in Seattle. Who cares? Exactly 5,834 snow fighters, jeez, came together to exchange frozen barrages. This is stupid. I don't like how this is written. To create the largest snowball fight in the world. No one cares. Some of those are pretty good, so that was worth your time, I'd say. It ended pretty poorly. It was kind of like whoever wrote the article was like, I've got nothing left. We have 12 decent facts. The last 3 are just terrible, and the guy was like, you have to do 15. And the writer was like, I'm just gonna make stupid facts up then. That's what I think happened.
Of a long, soundly